Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. We got the beautiful wind swaying everywhere. Beautiful day. 10 habits happy people practice they won't tell you about. Let's just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Now I get a lot of people asking me like, Ralph, how can I be happier? I want to be happier. Do you want to be happier? What is not making you happy right now? What is it? You working too much? What is it? Relationship problems? What is it? Oh, we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Yeah. So let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. I've realized this, beautiful deep divers, that happiness is all about equilibrium. You don't have to be super high all the time and like elated all the time. You just have to be in balance. For me, that is what happiness is all about. Balance, homeostasis. And happiness is something entirely subjective. But as I see it, happiness is ubiquitous because it is everywhere. You can find it even in this tree. But ultimately, happiness lies within yourself, okay? And happy people practice these 10 habits and they don't tell you about it. Why, Ralph? Why don't they tell me? Because they're too busy on the beach somewhere. Look, the first habit happy people practice they don't tell you about is that a lot of happy people I know, and let me take myself as an example because I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy most of the time. You got to find something money can't buy. For me, it's skating. Like when I'm skating, I feel so happy. Like it's like I feel I've won the lottery. And I'm skating with a good friend many years ago. And I'm like, I would give you $10 million to stop skating right now. Would you take it? You could travel the world. You can do all of this with this money. Would you take it? And he looked at me and said, no. And I'm like, are you crazy? Do you know all you could do with that money? Everything you can do with it? And he's like, travel and do what? Slow motion this side. Travel and do what? Because for him, he was doing what he truly loved and no amount of money could stop him from doing it. Like he had found the Holy Grail, the Mecca, just on a board, on a longboard, right? So he had found something money couldn't buy. And that's what's happened to me. That's what's happened to me along my journey. Whenever I'm in nature, like you can't pay me like $5 million not to be here. Because for me, I'm a nature trillionaire, baby. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. So happy people are always practicing, always moving towards something they truly love, that it doesn't matter how much you pay them to stop doing it, they won't stop because they are so in love with it. What is the second habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? They simplify everything. I can take myself as an example. I am simplifying everything. And how do I do this? By not trying to be a perfectionist about everything. I only make these videos in one take. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever comes out, comes out. Whoops, I shouldn't have said that. Too late. That's what makes it fun and exciting, right? So I've realized this. You got to learn how to simplify everything. I get rid of stuff, clutter. I clear my room at least once a year, at least once a week, right? Because I realize a lot of us, we just like stuff. We like to buy stuff and we make our lives overly complex, okay? We're sometimes overthinking a lot. I'm like, I need to simplify everything. Like I bought a bicycle. I love cycling. Like I've got a car, I don't use it that much. I'm like, I should just get rid of the car too. Do we get rid of it? Let's get rid of it too, right? It's all about simplifying everything. I don't want no trouble, right? I don't want no trouble right now. Simplifying everything. I'm around people who I vibe with. I've got 5 close people around me who scratch my back, I scratch theirs. I don't need drama right now in life. I'm perfectly happy just being in nature with cool people and just, woo, getting high off the good ass prana, baby. What is the third habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? Now, what's helped me along my journey is this. You see, parents are going to tell you stuff. Friends are going to tell you stuff. Like sometimes my mom tells me stuff and I'm like, oh, mom, I'm not 5 anymore. I am not 5 anymore. Okay? Parents are going to tell you stuff. Family are going to tell you stuff. Uncles, aunties, even the cat down the road is going to be in your ear. They're going to be at you. They're going to say, look, I remember when you were really small. You're still small in my eyes. Do this and do that. You see, happy people practice this. They never take it personal, right? I get it right now. I get that my mom will tell me stuff because she still sees me as a cute little boy. I'm not that innocent anymore. I'm definitely not a saint, right? People project their reality onto you. It doesn't mean that it's you, okay? I always say this, ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got shit to do with me. That's them. They are projecting their version of reality onto me. I don't want no part of it. So a lot of happy people are always like, it's not that personal. Okay, it's what I call the generation gap. Okay, people are born at different times, and that's why some people think your life is utterly ridiculous. Okay, and that's okay. It's not personal. It just means that they wouldn't live that lifestyle, but don't let it stop you from living that lifestyle. Do it your way, baby, and that's how to become happier. Because people are gonna judge you regardless. It ain't got shit to do with you. It's none of your business what people think about you. Screw them. Actually, don't. They're pretty nice. But just say, hey, look, this is me, you do you, and we can all get along just fine. Right? Right? Right. What is the fourth? We're having fun with this willow tree right now. What is the fourth habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? 7-day vegan challenge, blueberries, papaya, mangoes. I got this habit of just naming fruits when I say 7-day vegan challenge. Let's do it a bit more. Raspberries, cranberries, strawberries, right? Look, happy people, and I can relate to this because this is what I do. I love to treat people out to eat. Sometimes I'm like, I got this, let me pay for it, right? I go to a new vegan restaurant at least once a week if I can. I love to eat out. I love to make my own food, but I love to eat out because sometimes I'm like, hey, your food is pretty awesome. If I may say so, okay? Happy people love to sometimes pay for food. Sometimes you find that if you are always just using people and getting them to pay for your food, you might feel happy at first because like you're making them use their money. But in the end, you just feel like a user, don't you, right? Happiness comes through sharing, especially food. Like, treat a friend out. That's what happy people do. They're like, I got this, let me pay for it. Just give me the bill. What the hell? $700? What did you eat? You pay for it. Look, happy people love to share. They love to treat people out to eat. They love to treat themselves out to eat. Stop being so stingy. Stop being so stingy when it comes to your health. I've realized this, that health is wealth, okay? Now, what is the fifth habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? Baby. Kanye West said this in Eyes Closed. I sold my soul to the devil for a crappy deal. At least it came with a food. Oh my gosh, Kanye, look what you're making me do. Kanye said this. I sold my soul to the devil for a crappy deal. At least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal, right? And that was a powerful line because that is someone who is super famous and successful in many people's eyes. And he's saying it's not always what it seems, right? I sold my soul to the devil for a crappy deal. Well, at least it came with a few toys like a Happy Meal. So many of us, we externalize our happiness through success, through followers, through money, through a big mansion, through a Ferrari car. We're like, if I get that, I've made it. But are you selling your soul in the process? Slow motion this side. Right? Are you selling your soul in the process? So happy people always practice this. They don't externalize their power. They don't say, okay, if I get a Lamborghini, I'm going to be happy. Actually, I might be happy because it's a pretty cool car, but they don't do it all the time, right? They don't externalize their power. They don't put their happiness in the hands of someone else. They don't say, okay, I met this person. They're so amazing. They are going to make me happy. They might not. They may not want to make you happy today. They may not want to do that. I'm so sorry, right? They probably might have forgotten, okay? I've realized this, that external things can make us happy. Like, this is external from me. It's making me happy right now. This beautiful willow tree. Come back in the frame, baby. At the same time, I should never allow this, the responsibility of making me happy. Because what happens when it's a really cold day and I'm like, I don't like you anymore. It's cold out here, right? So I've realized this, that you can't expect a person in a relationship just to make you happy. If they do, that's a bonus. But happiness should always come from within. It should always come from within. It should come from self-care, self-love. Because most people are so flip-floppy, like they love you one minute, then they change. You've got to be your greatest fan. Because the greatest enemy lies within you. Happy people practice that. They practice not externalizing their happiness by being happy with the bare essentials. Like, I'm naked right now and I'm still happy. What is the sixth habit happy people practice? They're not telling you about. They are learning daily. I'm learning daily. And I've realized a lot of happy people I meet are learning daily. They're never content. They're never saying like, I know it all. Because sometimes when you think you know it all, life becomes extremely boring, exasperating. You start settling for a mediocre life. Like, do you know how many books I've read? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know about this lifestyle. I didn't know you can actually live any life you want. And everything they taught you in school was a lie, right? I had to open books and like, oh my gosh, there is so much I don't know about planet Earth. And I'm a bit sad right now. But afterwards, I'm happy because ignorance is not bliss, right? If you don't know, you're going to be dying from a lack of knowledge. And a lot of people are doing that out here. So I've realized that you got to learn daily, expand your mind a little bit more. Start realizing there is more to life than just a 9 to 5. That's pretty cool if you want that. It's up to you. Happiness is all subjective. At the same time, you can do anything in this world. I'm doing it right now, and I'm having a fantastic time, baby. Learn more, grow more, expand your mind. What is the seventh habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? Happy people are laughing, right? They are laughing a lot. They are smiling a lot. You see, happiness is something you cultivate, and that's what's helped me along my journey. I realized I got to laugh a lot every single day. You have to laugh. You have to be responsible for your own happiness. If you don't laugh, then it's going to be very hard, right? You see, a lot of people we surround ourselves with have a very miserable face. And you have to realize that you are responsible for that facial expression you make, right? Okay, I get it. Traffic jam. I've made a face like that in a traffic jam. But you are ultimately responsible for your facial expressions. Even if you get into an argument, you can actually become calmer. You can change your whole demeanor. That's your responsibility. And that is what happy people practice every single day. They are all about responding to life situations, not just reacting. I will tell you, you are going to be faced with a lot of crap every single day. And happy people know this. They're just like ninjas out here. They can do roly-polies and backflips over roofs and stuff and still walk out with not even a scratch on them. Just like, oh my gosh, I don't even have a scratch on me. You see, you got to be an alchemist, and that's what happy people are practicing every single day. What is the eighth habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? Baby, deep divers, we are out here. Happy people ignore nonsense. Look, we are living in the information age. Orwell, he wrote 1984. He said, the only way to confuse people is to give them, or manipulate people is to give them no information, or so much information they are overwhelmed every single day. You go on all of these sites, WorldStar, everything, there is so much different videos, but how much of that is a distraction and how much of that is really to help you? You see, happy people know that they have to ignore the nonsense, the BS, because otherwise you're going to be sucked into another reality, which is going to make you really miserable, okay? You're going to get sidetracked. Happy people know how to stay focused on what it is they want to do every single day, what it is they want to achieve. Otherwise, you're just going to be dragged around, right? You got to know what information to consume and what information to disregard. Now, what is the 9th habit happy people practice they're not telling you about? Happy people, what happens when they realize they have everything? Okay? Happy people always realize that the greatest wealth you have is your peace of mind, because you can have everything, more money, more problems, right? Biggie said that. So happy people realize that their peace of mind is their most precious asset. Trust me, I have a lot of money, what the cat down the road does. However, my peace of mind is far more valuable, because you can have lots of money and still be stressed. How do I know this? Because I give consultations to millionaires and they tell me about all their problems. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we got a big problem, right? So your peace of mind, happy people practice this. They practice meditation. They practice spending money on harmonious life experiences, right? Your peace of mind is the greatest form of wealth. And what is the 10th habit happy people practice they are not telling you about? Less expectations. You see, when you expect, that's beautiful. I have a lot of expectations. Every single day should be beautiful. However, sometimes it's not. Expect less and you will be pleasantly surprised. And that's what happy people practice every single day. They're like, I don't know how today is going to go. It probably won't go so well. Have very, very low expectations, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised. That's what I'm practicing every single day. Have no expectations, right? And what happens? You begin to see things for what they are. When you have so many expectations about a person, what happens? You're like, oh, I met this girl, Ralph. She's so amazing. Next thing you know, she doesn't call you back. I told you, don't have too many expectations. Have no expectations, right? Then you start meeting awesome people all over the place. No expectations. That will maximize your joy. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Yeah. Deep divers, we are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Just, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Happiness lies within you, not out there. Actually, this willow tree is making me happy right now. Very happy.